Hey,
Honor
Drip,
that
got a
request.
question for you, specifically you, Drippington. Is Nas relevant?
Oh, this is a great question.
No comment.
So let me
Wait.
ask you a question. Wait. Let me ask you a question. What does relevant mean?
Great question.
I think in the sense that he was trying to say, right, is like no one is checking, and I mean no one in terms of like people that are like praising her loss, and all the young people aren't checking for Nas, like that. It's all the old
Drake
heads,
is over
right?
30. Keep going though.
No,
was it.
that's the thing, right? That's the
Ain't
flip
he
side of
over
the argument.
35?
Probably.
Are we saying Drake didn't listen to KD3?
No,
We
Drake definitely
probably-
listened to Katie.
Yeah.
That right?
No, I don't think he
But
knows
let me-
anything about that kind of music.
He didn't listen to it around 21 Savage. Yeah, I mean, he's had Premier
When they was in the
produced stuff
bed
for his
together.
album. When
But
he
this
was
is like how when they
laid
got,
up in the bed.
Domestic
like
violence.
when Vince Staples said he grew up listening to Little Bow Wow and Aaron Carter, he wasn't listening to Nas right away from the start. It's like because when you're a kid, you don't seek out the stuff right away to be a student. So I think the 21 thing is kind of similar to that, but more disrespectful. I think Vince Staples now would be like, I'm not saying that to diss Nas or anything like that. I'm just saying I didn't start out listening to Illmatic right away. It didn't have an impact on me like that. Not just the East Coast, West Coastness of it, but the way 21 was saying is like, you know, us young guys are
So
It
relevant.
kind of came off relevant like that. You know, like relevant in terms of like
The youth.
timeline, capture, you know, internet relevancy maybe. Like,
Hey, yo, I'm not gonna lie.
He did.
Wait, hold
I'm
on.
not gonna
Who
lie.
wouldn't?
Right? Is I wouldn't first. Secondly,
We're going to slut walk?
yeah, I'm definitely never doing a slut walk. However,
He's got a
I was-
sign. The sign said I'm a hoe.
that was the 90s. But no. I feel like this is a
Cal's gonna Photoshop Cesaro with that sign.
that's
Nah,
funny.
I don't need to. That's him.
Outstanding.
Just put him on
Cesaro
TV.
is Amber Rose is wild. I kind of
We are the bar.
Somebody put Cesaro face right up under that.
Where Vin at? Vin, where you at?
Yo,
We-
Yeah,
I'm
man,
a
I
hoe
get
too
it.
with some wild shit this year.
I'm a hoe.
We are hoes.
hey yo, hey yo. This is the thing, yo.
Too.
I'm gonna tell you, the old
sorry.
niggas when 21 went to say what he was saying, the
Mm.
old niggas went right to the old nigga playbook. Like that nigga don't they went right for him. He did almost like his statement caused the reaction that caused him to say what he said. Like I feel like that cycle of old niggas gatekeeping hip hop for so long and telling the young niggas they have no idea what they're talking about leads to niggas saying stupid stuff like Nas ain't relevant.
And isn't this the same thing like Shaq and Barkley? Like when they'll criticize the Warriors or you know the young guys coming in and how they play, and or guys who haven't won, it's kind of that gatekeeping thing, right? Like, but they're file back with like, are you relevant? Are you again like people can throw back in Charles Barkley's face, you never won a title, and people can throw in Shaq's face that you know you tried hard first half of your career. Not
Charles
second half.
Charles Barkley is the reason why KD did what he did that people don't like.
But the part that I get missed, misses me is Charles Barkley. Like nothing you can say is gonna take Charles Barkley off the top 50 players in the NBA.
Like Nas,
Nothing.
right?
Chuck
There's
just
nothing
got
you can say,
they just gave Chuck $1 billion.
son. But that's his after NBA career.
That's fine. Every
That's
night
showing
when people
he's still
watch,
relevant from after his career because
Exactly.
of what he
No.
did as a player.
He's
Able to then have a career where he can then now criticize the new generation, what came after.
The fact that Charles Barkley is Charles Barkley, and then you have Nike sneakers that release every 3 to 4 years under his name. You understand what I'm saying? It's nothing that a young player like the Warriors, you just got to take that criticism and that you never won a championship shit. That don't hold but so much weight because Charles Barkley put a whole team. Niggas would have respected KD not going to Golden State because he still put squads on his back. He's doing it right now. Charles Barkley did the exact same thing. It's not the title.
But on the flip side, it's still not guaranteed. I know it's crazy to say, but it's still not guaranteed that he would have won in Golden State, just like how it wasn't guaranteed he was going to win in Brooklyn with Kyrie. You still got to play.
Drip.
The Heat didn't win in the first season.
Drip. They had the best shooter ever.
I know.
Like, have you ever shot a basketball?
Yeah, poorly.
Have you ever made one, nigga?
Have you ever made one?
And I've been like, I've looked at my hands after
like, oh, these are better for beating.
It's brown.
You not
in 30 seconds. You can.
But wait.
They got Marge Simpson bent over the sink. Homie, you sound like her sister.
Yeah.
Nah, that's.
He's fat.
Skinner.
Hey! the gruesome twosome, as I like to call him. Like.
Holy smokes!
But wait, so
but that's this is again the whole is our old people, and I hate saying our OGs relevant when someone
wait. Let me ask a serious question. Mm-hmm. What are some of the things are Grammy Awards markers of relevancy or not?
To who?
I'm just asking in general.
To who?
To people,
hip-hop.
The mainstream. Hip hop specifically.
If we go back to hip hop, they never accepted it. So I consider myself a child of hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because if 21 Savage won a Grammy in 2020 for rap, and Nas won a Grammy in 2021 for rap, what are we even really talking? Because at the end of the day, outside of my audience is younger than yours, and they are ruling the culture in terms of pushing forward, new shit. But if we're going on an even playing field and we're winning the same awards at the same time, what are we even talking about right now? And I'm sorry, because the other thing is Nas ain't too many rappers can do Madison Square Garden. Nas just booked the Garden. 21 would have to. I'm no disrespect. 21 could do the Garden on his own.
But then let's
be fair on that one.
Someone like him would be like, does that even matter? Does Madison Square Garden have the cachet?
Again, like Mav said, to who are we talking?
Mm-hmm.
What's the relevancy? Because that's at a certain point, it's MSG. It don't matter if we talking about little niggas, fucking people that got $1 billion. Selling out MSG is MSG.
But selling out MSG is a home game. It's a super home game. There isn't. You're talking about the man who made a song called "New York State of Mind."
No, you're right. You're right.
So hold on. So when we talk about the relevancy conversation, this is a conversation that we made up. The old niggas started talking about relevancy first to exclude people, and that's what we've always done as a culture. What happens with hip hop now is the scope of hip hop keeps growing because hip hop's super young, right? Mm-hmm. It wasn't old nigga hip hop 20 years ago. So now there's an entire lane of adult contemporary hip hop. The adult contemporary, you know what I mean? Michael McDonald was winning.
That's what I listen to all the time.
Yes.
So now there is this broad scope of types of rap music.
And fan bases.
Yeah, so it's first of all, saying something is irrelevant is kind of irrelevant because you are a fan of what everybody that's a fan of hip hop is a fan of certain types of hip hop. Most niggas don't I don't know anybody that likes everything. I like horrorcore hip hop and lyrical hip hop and backpack niggas and got you know what I'm saying?
That's Keith Lee.
Yeah, whole time. So I think it's a point now where the relevancy conversation is it was before. It had to be before that.
It was that was televised.
Oh yeah, televised. They don't televise it every year now. They pick
but hip hop. I mean, I think it's the statement sounds incorrect because I think I was up on the fact that there was hip hop awards at the Grammys because niggas wasn't going to the Grammys because it wasn't televised. That was
why I say
that was MTV Raps. They had the party over there.
That's why I was saying I'm a child. I consider myself a child. Like we grew up under that shit, and they didn't accept niggas. They didn't accept hip hop at the Grammys, so I don't consider it relevant. I don't watch the Grammys. I never watched the Grammys. Nigga, I couldn't tell you when the Grammys came on.
Usually beginning of the year, ain't it?
Yeah, it's around
January, February.
I have no idea.
Normally,
it's like right after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's like them couple weeks after the Super Bowl. Anyway,
but again, since that institution didn't recognize it, why would someone care to recognize, like, see that as validation once they get one?
Wait, Drip.
And some people I think do and don't, right?
Drip, let me ask you a question.
But that's why some of the biggest artists now we withdraw from the Grammys. Like they'll take their albums off the submission list. Like Drake has done it. The Weeknd has done it.
That was what just happened to The Weeknd, right? It was a situation where they didn't want, and it was some dumb shit. They didn't want to consider him for this award show because he was already performing at the other award show. Mind you, he had like one of the biggest albums of the year if you're talking about what everything was going on. But it's the Grammys, so people are going to say, oh, if you win a Grammy, you must be relevant. Your record sales going to go up. But what does it mean if they could say you can't even be? Again, but I'm just asking the question. I'm trying to understand what 21 Savage was talking about.
He's saying he a hoe.
No, he said he's a hoe too.
Yeah, you need Cesaro right there.
Although it's weird because she said she's Captain Save a Hoe, and his says I'm a hoe too.
Hey, was he was hitting her then, right?
Yeah, that's why I said that was her guy.
Yeah.
Shit,
maybe hoe is sexually transmitted.
Oh. All right.
Oh.
All right.
Well,
all right.
No, I caught it from her.
No, she gave that to me.
I was straight, and then
it wasn't until I walked in here.
Nasty mother.
Start coughing.
That must be my whole acting up.
Must be my whole acting up.